So the other day I went to see the new movie Blades of Glory with John Heder and Will Ferrell, and it's the story of these two guys who are figure skaters. And if you can imagine Will Ferrell as a figure skater, you get the gist. Anyways, they're figure skaters and they're singles men's champions, and they are both from the U.S. and they compete in the world level, and they have this huge fight because they tie, and they have this huge fight on the podium in the opening scenes of the movie, to the point where they knock over a flaming kind of statue thing, and it lands on top of the game's mascot and sets him on fire. And well, as a result of this huge fight that they have, they get banned for life from male figure skating, singles figure skating. So they're pretty bummed about that, and they go and they get kind of like, they're working pretty dead-end jobs. And this absolutely bizarre guy, who I really don't know what his name is, but he's this actor, what the actor's name is, but he's this bizarre kind of stalker guy who follows around John Heder's character and is like obsessed with him, and he's stalking him, and it's just creepy, but he's also hilariously funny. Anyways, he discovers in the rule books for figure skating that they may be banned for life from the singles, but they can go and they can skate as a pair in the pairs figure skating, two men. There's no rules against that, at least not in their figure skating world anyways. And so they reluctantly, they decide to do it. They go and their old coach comes, and they get together, and the movie's about them practicing to become whatever that is that they're going to become. Anyways, they fight a lot, and John Heder has some of the most hilarious facial expressions I've ever seen, but he's like this blonde Twinkie boy, and Will Ferrell's character has become this horrifying drunk. And it looks absolutely repulsive with his shirt off, but then again, we're not all perfect, are we? And they just, the movie's basically about, now after a while, it gets a little bit one note. And I really enjoyed the first hour of it, but as we got into the last little while, it just seemed to be doing the same thing over and over again. It was becoming sort of like a one-joke movie. And mind you, there are a lot of very hilarious scenes, and I'm going to say about one of them is that you'll never forget the Iron Lotus as long as you live, especially the first time it's introduced to the audience. And that's all I'm going to say, because there are some things that are, should be left to you, the viewer, to go out and explore in these movies. Anyways, I enjoyed it reluctantly. I giggled, I laughed. I still think Will Ferrell's best movie is Elf. I've loved him in that movie. I love that movie. I've never been a huge Will Ferrell fan, but it's okay. And of course, John Heder's best film has always been Napoleon Dynamite, and that's basically who he always seems to play. And then Will Ferrell always seems to play these weird sports guys like in Talladega Nights, or these kind of slimy guys like the Anchorman one that he did. Anyways, good movie. Go see it, but try to go on a cheap day, because I paid $12 on a matinee, and I don't think it's worth $12. I would have rather have waited and rented it on DVD. So maybe that's what you should do, is rent it on DVD, or if you get a cheap matinee, $5-6, go see it then. Anyways, I'll give it a thumbs up, about let's say 3.5 out of 5 stars, and a 7 out of 10. It's pretty entertaining. Anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for listening. Here, Elmo. Sit. Good boy.